guys, PrimeGuy98 again, bringing you another LEGO review. Today we're going to take a look at LEGO Transformers G1. Omega Supreme. That's right, I have built Omega Supreme. As you can see, Omega Supreme consists out of 3 parts: the rocket, the base, and the defense tank. Yeah, sorry about the light, by the way. There's like a massive amount of light right here coming out of the window, and I simply have to adjust the camera because of that. But anyway, here we have Omega Supreme in his base mode. As you can see, I've tried to make it as accurate as possible and also as small as possible because I do not have a lot of bricks left, which means I'm not going to be able to build a lot of Transformers. By the way, if I'm not able to upload videos on a day-to-day basis, that's because my charger broke recently. So I'm supposed to charge my phone at my mom's place right after work. So I'm gonna have a bit of an odd schedule when it comes to recording and uploading. Anyway, this is Omega Supreme, and I think he looks great. Taking a look at the base mode itself, you can see it's pretty dark. God dang lighting. Hold on, I'm gonna have to try something. Yeah, that's a bit better. So I turned off the, actually closed the curtains. You get a little bit of light going through there, but still. Anyway, we have Omega Supreme in his base mode. That's just the base mode. I had to put a bit of difference. Hold on. I had to change the design a bit because it's small. But it turned out great anyhow. The ramp unfortunately doesn't go all the way around. That's because due to the way he transforms and due to his scale. And this guy is actually based on the new, or what will become the new Siege War for Cybertron Omega Supreme toy. So this is a smaller version based on that, and I took some reference images and was able to build him on this scale exactly as possible. As you can see, the back looks really nice. You can just see the body folded up into that building kind of stuff, but it's mostly about this part that looks like the base itself. Now, looking at the rocket, I was able to get a lot of detail in there. As you can see, I used a Star Wars droid head thingy. As you can see with the 3 dots on top, that looks like actually rocket details, like some windows and some. These look like those, God dang, focus. So these things look actually like windows, and the rest could be like access panels. So that's pretty cool. On the back, you can see I got this greenish, yellow greenish, poisonous green colored exhaust thing. But I wasn't able to do the claw thingies, the 3 claws, so I just did this instead, and it works really well. You have like this bit of a gap in between the rocket, but it's not that big of a deal. Anyway, that's the rocket. The tank, not that much, just a simple tank. It doesn't transform all that lot to become the Omega Supreme, to function as a body part of Omega Supreme. You just flip this down and that's it. You can see the head down there. But the tank is good, it's decent, not a lot of detail. I had to get this on the bottom in order to connect it to the body, but that's the tank. So let's get it. Yeah, sorry about the focusing. Let's get a bit of a group shot right here. There we go. So let's get on to transformation, shall we? By the way, I want to notice something about my Metroplex review. One of you, I don't know the name right now, but asked if I could please do a tutorial on my Metroplex. That's not gonna happen due to the fact that that's glued together. The entire thing, except for the hinges in Metroplex, is glued together. I cannot do a review on him. But if you want, I can do a review on Omega Supreme right here later. Just please put a message down in the comments below to see if you want a review on this guy. Because he's much easier to make a tutorial out of. Did I say review just back then? I meant tutorial. If you want a tutorial on this guy, please put a message down in the comments below. And we can do that. So let's get on to the transformation. It is a bit of parts forming, but so was the original Omega Supreme. So let's get to it. First, what you want to do, split the rockets. You want this peg on this bottom part. I'm going to put that there. You're going to take underneath the ramp parts, you're going to take these bits and you're just going to split it into its two components as well. And those will become the shoulders. Then we're going to take these ramp bits or these road bits or the rails. And we're going to just remove them. Let's just put them out there and there. And that's pretty much all there is when it comes to parts forming. These are all the individual sections. So let's get to it. So what you want to do for transformation for this body part, you want to bring these feet parts up. And these, you want to bring them down. And that becomes like a heel. So the connector bit becomes like a heel spur, which is kind of good. Then we're going to take these, god dang focus. Then we're going to take these bits and you just want to rotate it like so. You want to, and sometimes it has the tendency to just pop out of there, so you want to squeeze it back together. That's how simple that is. Do the same thing on this one. It's a bit tighter, so you want to be more careful that it won't pop off the leg, but mostly you can do it without popping off the leg. So there we go. Those are the feet all done. And what I mostly like to do is getting on that hinge, I like to split the legs just a bit. Gives it more of a dynamic pose to it. That's the body all done. Well, not all done, because the tank needs to be attached to it, but you know what I mean. There we go. Now we're going to move on the rocket bits. So you want to take this piece, you want to take this piece, you want to slide it on there, and that's that. You want to take this piece, make that nozzle thing, or what will become the nozzle, pointed down. You want to plug this piece in. And I always like to use pieces that are a bit looser, so this piece doesn't get stuck. So as you can see, that's really easy to pull out. Same for this. Yeah, well, that one is a bit tight, but you can just hold it by holding it right on that little Technic bit. But still, there we got the arms all done. Yeah, we're going to put the claw hand right there. And we're going to put this thing right there. You can see it's starting to come along as well. So that's pretty good. Next, we're gonna do the head. Like I said, it's very simple. Just, that's it. And then you're gonna rotate him around. Place him right there. Oh, I made a mistake when it... Oh, okay. I apparently made a little mistake when I put it together. This needs to be there. Sorry. So it needs to stick forward like that. I was already thinking, why is the head that far back? But there we go. And mostly when you have this, the tank treads will be straight, but you want to actually press them against this. You want to actually, oh, hold on, let's focus. You want to press it right against there. So that's a bit more tight on the back. There is pretty much the body all done. And yes, these bits go on the back as well. You just want to get them right on there and there. There we go. And there we have Omega Supreme in his very awesome looking robot mode. So here we have Omega Supreme in his robot mode. And I think this guy looks amazing. He works really well. The proportions are right. And I just think he looks awesome. Sorry if you hear a whistle noise outside. Someone is whistling apparently. A bit of a tune going on in the background. But anyway, looking at to the side, it has a nice profile to it. Everything is centralized, which is good. Got the back, which looks neat and tight due to this thing tightening everything together. Yeah, you get the claw hand, and it has some articulation to it. You can move the arms up like that. You can move the knees, move the feet, move the heels. So you can pretty much position him any way you want. You can do crazy poses with him though, because he's really he doesn't like to stand up in some poses. So he mostly likes to stand up in just a regular standing position. Yeah, but he's neat though. So this was Omega Supreme, and I'm Prime Guy, and I'll see you next time. Bye.